Hey ladies, it's Nicole Bastiana, registered nurse, lactation educator, counselor, and founder of the Village Maternity Services. So I'm sitting outside of Babies R Us, and really quickly I wanted to drop in and share with you some information about an email I received a couple of days ago from a mommy about her concerns. So basically the gist of the email was that she's a third-time mom. This is her third baby, and she's one of those lucky moms who by like day 2, day 3, she's got an abundant milk supply, you know. And this was her first cesarean. The other 2 she delivered vaginally, and she was having issues with the amount that she was producing. It wasn't enough, but it was nowhere near what she's used to. And so she wanted to know whether or not that had to do with the fact that she had a C-section. So let me just give you a disclaimer. The disclaimer is that each pregnancy is different, each baby is different, you're not always going to have the same outcomes. But based on the limited information that she gave me, I told her yes. It is very possible that because you had a cesarean that, yes, now you have a delay in the onset of your full milk supply coming in, and here is why. When you have a cesarean, let's say scenario, let's say you go in for an induction. Now you're being induced, they're giving you Pitocin, they're giving you pain medications because augmentation of labor is extremely painful. You got those medications in your system. Then for whatever reason you have to continue on having a cesarean for whatever reason, you know, medically needed or for whatever reason, you end up having a cesarean. Now you're getting more analgesics, more pain medication in your system, and yet your baby's going to receive some of that. So not only do you have a lot more medication in your system, but your baby's not getting some of these medications. In addition to that, the amount of fluids you're going to receive is a lot more. You're going to be in bed for a longer period of time, so you're going to receive a lot more fluids IV. Whereas a mom who delivered vaginally may get like a 1,000 milliliter bag, a big bag, you may get 2 to 3 times that amount just because you're going to be in bed. You're probably not eating yet because you can't. So you're getting a lot more fluids. And yes, the body does a really great job of getting rid of that by creating urine, but some of that fluid does stay in the body, and it goes to all the spaces in between your tissue, all your interstitial areas, legs, feet, including the breast. So you'll see sometimes that moms who've had cesareans, like later on that day post-op, they're really, really swollen, a lot more so than even during the pregnancy. Well, a lot of that is because you've been in bed and you had a lot of fluids pumped into your body. The third thing on mommy's end is that you've delayed the bonding time. Whereas a mom that's delivered vaginally is able to bond with her baby right away. They get, at least in a decent hospital, you're going to get like an hour's worth of bonding time so the baby can latch on, so you can attempt to breastfeed. If you deliver via a C-section, you don't have that time. So you don't have that time to bond, you don't have that time to try to breastfeed. So now the window from when you get to bond and your baby eats for the first time is a lot longer as well. So that's on the mommy side. On the baby side, generally babies that are born via cesarean, because of all the medications that are in mommy systems, they have a lot more medications in their system. Those babies tend to be sleepier. They're sleepy, they're lethargic, they're harder to wake up and keep awake to actually feed. So if they're not feeding, they're not stimulating your body. Then on top of that, as I said, it's a lot longer time and window before they actually get their first attempt or their first nursing session, just because moms who deliver via C-section don't get that time immediately post-childbirth. So for those reasons, for moms who I say who want to exclusively breastfeed, who want a more natural approach, who want to minimize the chances of having to do formula, I do say it might not be hurtful or harmful. It might be to your benefit to look at working with healthcare professionals like a doula, birth doula, postpartum doula, lactation counselors, and this is even a lactation counselor before you give birth, so that we can give you and share this information with you. Because at the end of the day, unless you do this every single day and you work with mommies and childbirth and pregnancy and breastfeeding day in, day out, it's so much information. It's an absorbent, extreme amount of information, and not everything you're going to get in the books. So I hope that was helpful for someone who's pregnant, for someone who maybe just delivered, just had a baby, and they're kind of wondering why, what's going on. Yeah, those are all possible causes. So if you have any more additional questions for me, you can reach me via email, and that's the best way to get in contact with me, and that's info@villagematernityservices.com, and my website is villagematernityservices.com.